Hola, amigos. I've been thinking about and wanting to get an arm sleeve tattoo for quite some time now, and I've even researched thousands of images. I've even spoken to quite a few people that have them to get a lot of advice, help, and suggestions. And after hearing their stories and experiences, that actually helped me prepare for it a lot. So now that I'm retired and I have all the time in the world, I decided it's time to do it. Now all I had to do was to find the right tattoo artist who could, do something awesome for me and figure out what I wanted to put on my arm. So I actually talked to a couple of friends who got some tattoos here, and I decided that I'd go check out this place called Queen of Hearts Tattoo. And I met this guy named Marcus probably about a half year ago when one of my friends got a tattoo, and he did a great job. And we talked a lot about what I wanted to get and a lot about me. And we determined that basically, I've been in over 100 countries, and travel represents a big part of my life, as you guys know. So I decided that I'd have travel represented on my arm. And I decided that I also wanted to get just black and white. So the next step was to design the arm sleeve. So knowing that the theme of my tattoo was going to be travel, we decided that we would use 4 different symbols strategically placed on my arm that would represent air, land, and sea. Basically the different modes of travel that I've used to explore the world and see over 100 countries. The first symbol that would represent air, we decided would be the picture of the sun. And that would be strategically placed on my upper shoulder. The next symbol representing land would be a lighthouse, but not exactly like the one that I really love in Nazaré, but similar. And that would be strategically placed on my forearm. The next symbol representing the sea was going to be a boat or a ship, similar to the ones that Vasco da Gama and Henry the Navigator used. So we've got 3 symbols now, and we just had to determine the 4th one, and had to think a lot about that. So knowing that it had to be related to travel, I talked to Marcus about that, and something that I always experienced in my, decades of travel was moving and just experiencing new places. And the anxiety that goes along with that had to be overcome. So to represent the anxiety of overcoming the fear of travel or anxiety of travel, I decided to use a skull. And so there's a picture of a 3-dimensional skull, basically, swimming. So now we had everything we needed, and we just needed to start scheduling the sessions. We decided that we'd do 1 8-hour session a week and just keep doing them until we finished. So we started the process. So every Friday at 11 a.m., I'd show up at Queen of Hearts, and Marcus would work his magic on me for about 8 or 9 hours a session. It took me a total of 8 sessions, 8-hour sessions to completely finish the tattoo. And it was such an awesome process watching Marcus each week do his work. And then, we'd wait a week for the tattoo to heal, and then just augment it with more, keep adding more. And it was such a great experience. And it developed over, the period of time, and I just fell in love with it, and it totally represented exactly what I wanted. So Marcus did the job, and I'm extremely pleased. You know, at the beginning of this process, I could never have imagined what the outcome was going to be. And now that we're completed and the job is done, I'm just stunned and amazed and happy and proud of my new arm sleeve tattoo. So I just wanted to share that with you, and I hope you like it. So I'm going to close with one of my favorite travel quotes, and this one is from Henry Rollins. But I'm going to change it slightly to represent me. And so some of you that know the quote, you'll understand. But I beg young people to travel. If you don't have a passport, get one. Take a summer. Get a backpack and go to Sydney, go to Amsterdam, go to Bali. Have your mind blown. Eat some interesting food, hang with some interesting people, have an adventure, and be careful. Come back and you're going to see yourself differently. You're going to see the world differently. No matter what it is, music, culture, food, people, you're going to get a sense of globalization and what it looks like. And you'll be a completely different person afterwards. And you'll have stories to tell about your travels. And people who have met you will tell stories about their time with you. And there are so many lessons that you can't get out of the book or the internet that are just waiting for you at the other end of a flight. And after your first trip, when you come back and that light bulb goes on, it's life-changing, man. Just go do it. Live life, love life.